Hello, and welcome to my second poll on what game I'm going to do next on this YouTube channel. The first possibility is right in front of you, Gratuitous Space Battles. Now, a long time back I did a series on Gratuitous Space Battles 2, and for a lot of that series I talked about how bad that game was. Most of that badness was in comparison to the original, this one. And if chosen, I'm going to bring along my enthusiast brother to co-commentate while I explore this game and grow my arsenal from scratch with a new file. It is a game where you spend a lot of time creating ships and giving them orders, but when thrown into battle, that's where your input into things ends. I've heard it described as a sort of a strange tower defense game, and that seems a little bit odd to me, but I guess I can kind of see where they're coming from. This is a game with a lot of, I'll just say fun backstory because it's all fluff. It's called Gratuitous Space Battles for a reason. The item descriptions are great. I'm going to have fun reading that, and I'm going to have fun playing around with different ship constructions and fleet style, and I hope that fun will transition to the audience as well. Moving on. Speaking of games with a lot of customization, I've heard that Armored Core is a thing. Armored Core 3 is a game that I played on my Twitch stream, and in that playthrough I purposefully did not really know what I was doing. I was just learning as I went and ignoring outside sources of information to see what I could figure out on my own. Since I've already done that, my YouTube series on it would be quite different. In that one I'd look to explore everything that I can possibly find out from the many fan resources on the game, and a little bit of my own experience. It's going to be depressing, but it's also going to be interesting. I think that at least the combat is also going to be fun. It's Armored Core. The people who love this series love it for a reason. The third entry on this poll is a first-person shooter/tactical game called Damage Incorporated. I say /tactical because you can also command a small team of soldiers to go with you, and they can do some useful stuff. Also, this was pretty far ahead of its time. Like, this came out before Rainbow Six was a thing, for example. The problem is that the engine that it used was not really made for gritty, realistic combat, so there's some interesting, quirky, sometimes funny video gamey stuff in there. I think that'll be a pretty fun thing to talk about. The game is set within the US. It definitely focuses on the domestic side of things. Well, most of the situations in here would probably be the subject of a SWAT team rather than, say, the US Marine Corps. But this was before the really good internet research tools were available, so I guess I'll cut them some slack. Anyway, there's going to be some fun stuff in here, although I plan to do the levels as a compilation rather than showing the full thing, unless you really want me to. I guess I could do that as a side thing in that case. But most of my commentary is going to be on the short version. Anyway, of these three, take another look if you want. Let me know what you'd like to see, and I'll do that one next. I'm looking forward to hearing from everyone. Later.